This is a quick one. I just wanted to bitch. So, do your thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All right. I guess
Just
this
do
is
it.
a bonus episode. Welcome to Movie Pain and Pleasure Podcast. This is a bonus episode we're doing on the fly.
Yeah. So, I reminded myself about something when we were talking about the last thing. Doesn't matter what it was. So, I keep wanting to say world's most dangerous game. Most dangerous game. Right? Great fucking short story. It's amazing. Straight to the point. Great idea. There's a terrific black and white adaptation.
1937, I think.
Go find it. It's so fun.
It's so good.
Ivan is amazing.
Smile, Yvonne.
Okay, but what I want to talk about, two problems with one that we watched very recently. It's an Amazon Prime original, Most Dangerous Game adaptation. It has the other Hemsworth in it.
The one that was married to Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, that one.
Liam.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. He's a fine actor. I just don't remember his name.
Liam Hemsworth.
And the
Christoph Waltz.
I always want to call him Osh or something. Christoph Waltz. Okay. It was really good up until the last 5 minutes. So I'll just complain about that real quick and then my main point. Why didn't you throw the guy off the fucking ledge?
Missandei should have done it with Cersei. He should have done it with this dude.
I'm not even going to give a bunch of explanation. Just, why didn't you throw the fucking... I don't care if the sunset is up or whatever and he spared your life. You still should have been like, wow, this guy's fucked up.
Boop.
Shove!
Just boop him off the roof.
Just give me a cathartic murder. Just do it. You've already killed a couple people now. You're used to it. Shove.
It got murder blue balls.
This guy plays by the rules. Great, so he's autistic and a murderer.
Oh.
Huh. Like, I'm sorry, but... Love people with autism, but it feels like that a character probably was autistic. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's funny that he's a murderer. So yeah. Should have murdered the murderer. Just shove him off top of the roof or whatever. And, oh yeah, and they blue-balled us about going after the people that set up the game.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That was...
And also, what was one of the big egregious things about the most dangerous games, I say in huge air quotes? It was fucking Running Man.
Yeah, that was my main reason to make this.
Did I just steal your main point?
It doesn't matter. I forgot on
Okay,
on
good.
the
I'm
trail.
glad I reminded you.
So, I think I could just be an asshole coming up with this. I think that Amazon was like, public domain, world's most dangerous game is the new name of it.
You mean the most dangerous
I don't
game.
care.
It's not the world's most dangerous
But it is. It is the world's most dangerous game.
It is.
Okay. So they thought free movie, well, not free, but free rights, don't gotta pay an author. Fuck authors. And Stephen King is super rich. He doesn't need any more money. But a book that is not maybe respected enough in the Stephen King community at large, or in general at large, because it was originally under Richard Bachman, I think, and his books didn't necessarily always do terrific. They were still good. The Green Mile was a Richard Bachman book.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
That was so good.
The Running Man, which the Arnold Schwarzenegger version is nothing like. It's terrible. It's nothing like it. This movie is The Running Man. There's only a couple variations. There are actual characters chasing him. They're not sort of random bad guys. And, like, the deaths are different. That's fine. But it's the fucking Running Man.
It's The Running Man.
It is. It is not the most dangerous game. It's an updated version, which is what The Running Man was. A man who is, as far as he knows, in poor health and finances, has a child on the way, or is trying to have a child on the way, and he therefore feels the need to be on this this competition that involves his death. In the book, there were like TV shows based around it.
It was like the Hunger Games.
And this was sort of a TV show in the book. I almost forgot about that when we were watching the movie, even though I kept getting reminded. Like, he had to send in tapes of what he was doing every however many hours.
Yeah, because every hour in this version, in the Liam Hemsworth one, a phone would he'd have to call every hour or so, things like that.
Originally, he had to like mail in something every hour, and they would like play that as part of their TV show, pretty much. This, they just swap it out with like, hey, we got really rich people, they like killing. You need money, you're gonna die. Might as well do it, right? Cool. Alright. Every hour on the hour, your phone's gonna beep, and they're gonna know exactly where you are. Get moving immediately after. That's pretty much the only big change, and it's still very similar. So, I just had to bitch about that. Fuck you, Amazon Prime. That was an actual good Amazon original. I haven't cared for a lot of your shit.
But it was good up until the end. And it was funny because this came up in a conversation with an author friend of mine who said, "What about endings? How that can be so difficult for writers." And I feel like they kind of they didn't write themselves into a corner. They had good opportunities, but two things: one, they could have added a very satisfying revenge with the guy who was trying to kill him, and then Christoph Waltz, and they didn't do that. And then also, they had all these multiple plot points, like a step-up movie or something, that they didn't resolve, and they had these Chekhov's gun type of things, like the loose brick on his step that they tried to make it, that they didn't do anything with.
He didn't... Wow.
Like, sidebar a little bit, we watched the movie Burnt. That also had, like, these multiple plot points they just either dropped or they resolved too quickly.
Yeah, we were sure.
And I felt like this movie did this.
We were sure he was gonna murder somebody with that.
Now, okay, you don't want to have too much exposition, and it's okay to have some red herrings, but you have to be able to pull it off. So if you show me something, if you foreshadow something that's going to be important, and then you do... And actually, he came up to it later... when somebody was going to try to kill him, did nothing with it.
Yeah, it was...
So...
Like, if you had given
Don't put a Chekhov's gun in there if you're not going to shoot it.
If you had given me the cathartic revenge death at the end, I probably would forget these things. Not entirely, like the weirdness with his best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Won't explain it, but it was a little confusing.
That was another thing that they kind of wrote themselves into a corner on, or they resolved it too quickly.
They were just like, yeah, he lied, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Wrap it up too neatly.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So, the biggest problem... They should have called it The Running Man. Because he does a lot of running.
It was the Running Man.
He runs 6 miles a day. He is the Running Man.
Literally.
He runs 6 miles a day. That if somebody isn't... well, maybe David Goggins is the Running Man.
Every day, run over 20 miles a day. Stay hard.
You think Stephen King watched this and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, Amazon."
Or he could have been like, well played. Well played. I did the same thing by writing that book. So, anyway, I just had to bitch about that. You blue-balled me at the end. It would have been good enough for me to say, yeah, this is a pretty good movie. Watch that shit. I'd actually still watch that shit. It was fun. But it could have been very fun, which is what I've been looking for lately. So... Since I didn't plan on a recommendation, but I'm going to Glass Onion.
Yes.
Glass fucking Onion.
Yes.
It's so good.
So good.
And it's so dumb.
You're channeling Benoit Blanc with that. The way he explains it, it's like, it's so dumb.
And we will give no more away than that.
That's it. It's awesome.
It's amazing. It's funny. Yes. It looks great.
And it's a good mystery.
There needs to be that. I need more of that character. I need more movies of this dude.
Rian Johnson, get to work.
I would not have expected for there to be a director that could give me 2 mysteries that were very well done back to back, and they're just fun. They're like, yeah, there's murder, but fuck, it's fun. It's the people who die. You don't. Well, okay, you kind of.
Hot Christopher Plummer, excuse me.
You care, but he's old.
And he went out the way he chose to,
yeah,
so whatever.
Anyway, yeah, watch that motherfucking movie, and fuck you, Amazon, for stealing money from a millionaire.